Hey there, I'm Maddie and I'm a communication projects assistant and I'm back with another vlog. So welcome to 2020, we're in a new semester, we're in a new year. And for a lot of people, it's time for changes. The whole new year, new me idea doesn't really sit well with me because I don't think that just because we have goals and new things that we want to achieve that suddenly we need to change ourselves. But I do like the idea of a bit of a new routine, especially because I'm somebody that does a lot better with routine, and there were elements of my routine from last semester and from last year that I would like to change. So there's some things that I'll be working on and I'll be sharing along the way. I had so many big plans for today. I wanted to go to the farmer's market, and then I thought about going skating. And then I woke up this morning and I felt a little congested. I felt really tired and worn out. And so I decided to just listen to my body and honor my body and decide to have a bit of a lazy day. I went for a massage this afternoon, which is fantastic. My back had been really sore and I had damaged my tailbone in December. So it just felt really nice to kind of have some relaxation, but also have someone actually work out some of the muscle pain that I had been experiencing. And then I came home and I had some dinner and I had a shower, and I think that I'm going to continue a bit of this self-care trend for the day. So I think that I'm going to put on a face mask and possibly paint my nails. But I also did a little bit of self-care yesterday, and I'll insert the clips now. This is my fridge all ready for the next week ahead. In an hour, I was able to prep for the next 7 to 10 days. Since I'm not a fan of commitments in the morning, but I have a lot of commitments in the morning, I like to make a breakfast item that is easy to take on the go. This week, I made blueberry oatmeal cups. To make these cups, start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees and greasing a muffin tin. In a large bowl, combine half a cup of brown sugar, 3 cups of quick cooking oats, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. In a separate bowl, combine 2 eggs lightly beaten, 1 cup of milk of your choosing, and half a cup of melted butter. Add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and then once that's fully combined, fold in the blueberries. Scoop these into a muffin tin and bake them for 18 to 25 minutes, or whenever they turn a golden brown and are less wet than they were when they started. These can be stored for up to 1 week in the fridge, or they can be frozen to preserve freshness. Enjoy! I like mine toasted with almond butter. If you want to create this recipe for yourself, but you did not catch all the ingredients, the recipe is in the description. I just did some meal prepping. In some of my past vlogs, I mentioned that I don't love meal prepping because I don't like eating the same things every day, but I love meal prepping in the sorts of like peeling and cutting sweet potatoes or chopping garlic or marinating chicken because I think it's really important to eat nutritionally, and I think that what you eat has a lot to do with your mood and your productivity and your success. And I love to cook. I find it very relaxing at the end of the day to come home and just put on a podcast or put on some music and just cook and enjoy it. But I sometimes get a little discouraged, especially when I have busier days, when I have to take the time to do those things like mince garlic or peel and cut vegetables, or have to defrost chicken and then marinate it and stuff like that. So I find that just by setting out like an hour and a half, it kind of just gives me an opportunity to kind of prepare for the week ahead, think about what I'm making, kind of plan out what I need to do, and then I don't have to worry about it. And it kind of ensures that I am eating nutritionally because it's easy to reach for in the fridge, and that I'm staying within my budget and not just ordering Uber Eats or something like that, and that I'm just really nourishing myself properly. You'll also see that in there I made some oatmeal, baked oatmeal cups. They're blueberry flavored. I'm sorry that I kind of lost some of the footage. I'm still working on this whole vlogging thing, but I'll also put the recipe in the description below. I consume eggs, but I'll also just throw in some ways that you could make it vegan or more plant-based if that's something that you're working towards this new year. So I think I'm gonna go put on my face mask and maybe watch something on Netflix. But I will check in before I end this vlog off. So hello, you are sitting with me and we're in my room at my desk. I want to start by apologizing for the poor lighting. It's not the best, and I blew all of the outlets in my room the other day, and unfortunately no one can come and repair them until Monday. So we're just gonna make do and roll with the punches. So what we're just looking at here is a 4-month calendar starting from January and going to April, and you'll see in it that I have different colors, and these different colors represent my different classes. This is something that I started doing a couple years ago, but I find it really helpful, especially in the second semester. For those of you who are upper in years, you've probably shared a similar experience that not only does your degree start to move a lot faster, but second semester seems to breeze by in comparison to the first. And then April's also busy because I will be moving and such. So I want to just make sure that I have all my assignments, all of my quizzes, all of my exams, my midterms, all of that kind of planned out so that I can also plan accordingly. So if you'll look here at March, this last week here, you'll see that I have 3 things back to back to back. But the week before, I don't have much going on. So that I can kind of plan ahead and be proactive with that, recognizing that I don't have too much going on in the 2 weeks before, so that I can begin working on those sooner than later, so that I'm not trying to cram and shove out 3 assignments all back to back. It's also just really helpful in kind of considering some of the things. So in some of my classes, I have some optional assignments, and so I can see the weeks that are better to complete those optional assignments, and the weeks that I don't have to, where it's like I have to submit 5 out of 7. But I kind of get to choose which ones they are. It just allows me to plan ahead and see the weeks that I should be capitalizing on the freedom to do those, and maybe avoiding completing the assignments that are optional for the weeks that I am a little busier. So I'm back. I'm all charcoaled up. If you're wondering, the mask that I'm using is the Boscia Charcoal Pore Pudding. If you're looking for skincare recommendations, I definitely do like the Boscia line. I will say that they are a little bit more on the pricier end. However, they are a really high quality product. I've been using them for a really long time, and I do think you get your money's worth because the products do have a long shelf life and they do last a long time. You really do maximize your purchase, at least that way. Yeah, so I think that this is where I'm going to end off the vlog, and kind of just continue my lazy day. I'm gonna go into my room. I know that normally I film there, but it is really dark in there right now because it's about 7 p.m. and I only have one light that doesn't do the best with filming. So I think I'm gonna go crawl into bed and watch some Netflix, but I hope that you are all off to a great week when you see this, and I will be back shortly with some more wellness updates. And so enjoy your week. Bye.